Astronomers captured this groundbreaking image in 2004 using the Hubble Space Telescope. The picture, known as ultra-deep field, shows 10,000 galaxies, some dating back to the early stages of the universe. Since it began orbiting the Earth in 1990, Hubble has provided much more information about the universe than land-based telescopes, whose images are distorted by the Earth's atmosphere. But Hubble is aging and in need of repair. The NASA crew on the Atlantis mission will fix or replace several instruments on Hubble that have stopped working. One of those components malfunctioned last September, about 2 weeks before a scheduled repair mission. NASA responded by postponing the mission from October to this month and activating a backup system on Hubble. Shuttle Commander Scott Altman says the delay gave the astronauts and engineers an opportunity to preempt other problems.
We found things that we would have had questions about on orbit if we'd flown in October that now we've resolved and moved forward on. And I think we're just that much better prepared for actually flying and getting as much as we possibly can done in space.
The astronauts have gotten used to being weightless as part of their training for the mission at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. They also have learned how to install new equipment on Hubble that will boost the telescope's ability to detect extremely remote objects in space. The Hubble mission is riskier than typical shuttle flights because if an emergency happens, the astronauts will be too far away from the International Space Station to seek refuge there. NASA has prepared for such a possibility by putting a second shuttle, Endeavour, on standby at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida to pick up the astronauts before they run out of air or food.
Super. Good exercise.
Hubble astronaut Greg C. Johnson, a former U.S. Navy pilot, says coping with risk is just part of the job.
I've been in a lot of risky business. I consider flying off aircraft carriers twice a day, every day, to be a risk that I was willing to take.
Last November, Hubble took the first ever visible light snapshot of a planet circling another star. Estimated to be 3 times as large as Jupiter, the planet circles a star called Fomalhaut, about 25 light-years away from Earth. If the repair mission succeeds, NASA says Hubble has the potential to keep making major celestial discoveries for at least another 5 years. Michael Lippin, VOA News, Washington.